Hello, everyone. Welcome back, and thanks for stopping by our channel today, the Crumbs in the Philippines. Today, we're going to talk about the subdivision that Jen and I live in, Plantacion Meridienne. It's about 3.5 miles from the SM Mall, and we're going to start out here at the Alpha Mart, which is about probably 200 to 300 meters from the entry road into Plantacion Meridienne. We saw some workers out there installing some cable lines. They're all the time out there. There's also another subdivision just back behind us on the left, Ironwood Estates. We're going to check that on another day for you guys. Okay, so we're coming up to the entrance way to Plantacion Meridienne. As you can see, and you might remember, we have a 7-Eleven out at the main road, and then over on the other side there's a tricycle station and also a small vegetable market, and also some vendors in the evenings come over and they sell corn dogs and quick and all kinds of things that you can come and get if you want to snack in the afternoon, or sometimes some ice cold gulaman, which is a really refreshing drink here in the Philippines. So today we're going to go through the subdivision of Plantacion Meridienne. There's the sign at the front, and this is our entry road in. And all along the road are new businesses here. There's a brand new restaurant, Forest Green, that opened on the ground floor of this building right in front of us over here. The second floor is a doctor's office, Dr. Chelly. She's very friendly. I've been to her office once before. She's a general practitioner, but she also specializes in cosmetic surgery. But she's a great person to have just right outside of the subdivision for any just normal everyday needs, no emergencies or anything. Then here we have a nice little market or slash convenience store with a lot more offerings than the 7-Eleven, the Dipa Supal, it's called. And right above the Dipa Supal is a gym with weights and cardio equipment. This is another restaurant that just opened on the left, and then there's a used, like, secondhand store. And then this tall building there on the left is a pharmacy building. Here's our gate and one of our gate guards. Really nice guy, very friendly. Plantation is very well landscaped. They do a nice job. It looks really good when you come in and go up the hill here. And Plantation is laid out in groves, or at least that's what they call them. They're like smaller units within the subdivision. We have Coffee Grove, Pepper Grove, Tamarind Grove, Citrus Grove, and Pine Grove. And we're going to briefly go through each and every one of them and show you some examples of what they have for sale and for rent here in Plantation. Now, we're by no stretch of the imagination are we going to be able to give you information on everything that's empty and for rent and for sale in here, but we did give you quite a variety of offerings that I know of and that I was able to get information on. And I listed those. You can see the information for yourself as we go through. But we probably passed by at least 15 to 20 homes that were empty and I know are available for rent and available for sale as well. And there's some really nice homes in Plantation here. We really enjoy living here. You can get out and drive through it. We're only going to hit about probably less than half of the streets that are in the subdivision here. This first grove that we're in is Coffee Grove. It's the largest in Plantation Meridienne and has a lot of houses, and also has a really big Sari store that we'll pass by here in just a few minutes. As you can see, just a lot of homes here, and the people are very friendly. You can see the streets are clean. It's not a brand new subdivision. It's, I think, 25 to 30 years old, which you can see the streets are a little bit worn down, but they're clean. It's well kept. Plenty of room to walk, and you can walk on any of these paved roads. And you'll notice there's not a ton of cars whizzing by because the speed limit inside the subdivision is 25 kilometers per hour, which is pretty slow. And most people honor that. Every once in a while, you'll get some jerk that, like, or some young kid that buzzes through here way faster than they should. But most of the time, people are very considerate because there's a lot of children that live here. As you can see, there's also a lot of variety in the housing here. One bedrooms, two bedrooms, up to five. I know of
Hello
one
po!
five-bedroom house in particular that's just
I video ka,
absolutely
Ronnie.
gorgeous. That's one of our good
Yes.
friends and
I
our
video.
brother from the church, Brother Ronnie over there. That's his house. This is the big Sorry Sorry store that's in Coffee Grove. And I think there's like 4 or 5 Sorry Sorry stores throughout Plantacion Meridienne. It actually has a pretty thriving sub economy, is what I would call it here. And it operates through the Facebook page for Plantacion Meridienne. There's just a lot of people that make food and deliver it. You can buy a lot of things that you can get from Amazon or Lazada or Shopee. People here actually sell it from their homes and they'll deliver it to your house. This house here had an expat in it, an American. He just moved out about 2 weeks ago. It's a pretty nice house. I've seen the inside. It's nice. And it is for rent right now. I don't know if you can see that sign. It has a phone number on it. But it's pretty nice. And also the house over here that's for sale. I don't really know the actual specifications for this house, but I hopefully you can see that number if anybody's really interested. You could call them and ask, they'd give you a price. It looks like no one's lived in it for a bit, so it might be possible to get it fairly cheap. There's the water tower for the grove that we live in. It's pretty consistent water pressure, and then straight ahead we have Pepper Grove and Pepper Grove Extension coming up. This is a really nice house. A foreign guy lives in there. He's from Denmark, I think. He's pretty nice, him and his wife. But we used to speak to him when we walked by there, because we used to live in Pepper Grove. This is a house of really one of our best friends here in the Philippines, and he goes to our church as well. Kading. His name is Rodolfo, but super nice man, and his wife is just a sweetheart. They're really nice people. And the previous president of the homeowners association lived in this home. We just had elections and we'll have a new president. I'm not sure who that is yet. This house Jen and I looked at when we were getting ready to leave Pepper Grove. It's really nice. It has a similar floor plan to the house that we lived in, and price was just a little bit more than we wanted to pay. There are some nice homes in Pepper Grove, several that are probably $100,000 to $130,000 in total cost. And this is the house that Jen and I lived in when we first came to Plantacion. It's 3 bedroom, 2 bath. It's really good condition, and the owners of the house, Weena, and they were really nice folks, and they're in Canada, and they stayed in communication with us all the time. And this house has the same floor plan as the house that we lived in before, but you can see they closed in the garage area to make another room out of it. And another really nice guy that we used to talk to all the time there, Kuya. He's a super nice gentleman. He walks a ton, and he's in very good shape. This little house here would be a good for a fixer upper. It's pretty cheap. I think that it has 3 bedrooms. I'm not sure, but the lot's fairly decent sized. And the house that I really wanted to show you is we had a friend that used to live in it over here in the Pepper Grove expansion, which is right across the street over here on the left, 2-story house. I mean, it was renting for 7,500 pesos. I mean, that's amazing. That's only $134 a month for a 2-story house.
Wow.
nicely landscaped. It had papaya trees in the back. We used to get papayas off the tree. Really nice. Tamarind Grove is one of the groves that has some of the really upscale homes in Plantacion Meridienne. I didn't see a lot of homes for sale in here. There's a couple of new construction houses that we'll show you up here ahead, and these are all just super nice, clean, large homes that are beautifully landscaped with fountains, and a doctor lives in that house. This is where we walk every afternoon. This loop here in Tamarind Grove, it's a really good place to walk. So that's why I'm fairly familiar with this neighborhood and all of the homes in it. Look at the cars in this carport. Just really nice. Some larger homes in Tamarind Grove. I think the lots are actually larger. And any place that you see an empty space, those are all lots that are for sale. This new construction home here, I spoke to the engineer of the project. That's how I got the price of the home, and that was the estimate that he gave him. Now, this house here, I'm pretty sure that it would have to go for probably 200 grand in dollars. It's beautiful. It looks like a castle. This house, very nice as well, as is this one. This house is actually available for sale and for rent. I put the prices down there so you can see them. It's really nice and clean. This house also is for rent and sale. They're still doing some touch up work on it. But you can see here in the Tamarind Grove, the houses are a little bit larger. And of course, they're going to cost a little bit more, but they're very nice. This next new construction house that's right up here around the corner, this place is humongous. It covers two full lots. We've been watching them since they poured the foundation because we walk past this place every day. And it's come a long way, and they've been working on it for about 8 months now. It's huge house. I'm not sure what's going to be here on the right side where they have this big pillar laid up, but I bet it's going to be beautiful when it's finished. And it's also the most expensive one that I saw. We're friends with the couple that live in this house here on the corner. We see them every afternoon when we walk by. Very nice people. And then there's another really nice house for sale here. It's uh it's a really nice house. They don't rent this one, but I couldn't tell you the bedrooms, or but it's very large, and it covers two lots also. But Tamarind is one of the nicer groves here in the plantation, which they're all nice. And the empty lots that you can see are all for sale through the management company up at the front office, which we'll be coming to after we get out of Tamarind Grove. Just more nice houses here. But the average cost per square meter for lots here is between 7 and 8,000 pesos per square meter, and that's pretty standard. I've seen some better prices out in the province, but that's pretty decent for a established subdivision. So this is our clubhouse up here. It's very nice, and the management office is on the second floor, just right ahead of us up there. A lot of community events happen here. You can rent the place out, and they hold Zumba and spin classes. I don't know about spin. Excuse me on that one. But they have aerobics, and up on this nice pavilion floor that you'll see here in just a minute. Really nice swimming pool. It's nicely landscaped, and they keep the pool nice and clean. The water's very clear. You do have to pay to use the swimming pool. It's 150 pesos per day per person. But you can see it's a really nice place. They've kept Plantation. The upkeep has been very good, and all the announcements for the subdivision are posted there on the bulletin board. And this is the area where we see people doing Zumba and aerobics all of the time, and you can sign up and do those for yourself as well. Very nice basketball court with seating. over there, and the subdivision has a basketball league that they play. It lasts about 3 months out of the year, and they normally have 8 to 10 teams of adults and they play with referees and keep score and have standings, and it's free to come up and watch, and it's a lot of fun to come out and watch those guys play basketball. There's some good players out there. Here you have a couple of picnic tables and changing rooms that you can use to change to go swimming in the pool. It's a really nice pool, nice shape, nice cool water, beautiful landscaping. I know I keep saying that. I'm just trying to give a shout out to the guys that take care of the place, because they do a really nice job for us. Anyway, guys, if you like the content and you'd like to help us out a little bit, please like the videos and share them with as many people as you can think of that might be interested in this kind of content. Other people that are considering going abroad and becoming expats for their retirement, or even before they're retired, and might find the information helpful. We'd really appreciate it if you guys could help us promote the channel, and it's greatly appreciated, guys. All of you that are consistently watching the videos and everyone that is subscribed, I just can't tell you enough how much it means to us that you guys do that, and it keeps us going and allows us kind of a hobby, something to do to fill in our free time here when we're not traveling. Anyway, guys, until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll play a song or two to finish out these last 5 minutes, and we'll see you at the next subdivision. We're going to a place called Teresa and Mabini Estates. That'll be the next video. Take care. See you later.